I figured I would do a little bit of a different video today, and I kept thinking about different ideas I wanted to do, and I thought, let's do some parenting hot takes, because why not? I have 4 kids, ages range from 12 to 18 now. My oldest just turned 18 last month, and some of my parenting takes, I guess, are not norm, whatever. A lot of people disagree with them, and that's okay. People don't have to agree. But I do have a lot of people who also are kind of on the same boat as I am and do agree. So let's go over some parenting hot takes. And when you're done watching, you can let me know if you agree or disagree. We can just have some fun in the comments. Tell me what some of your parenting hot takes are. This is not meant to be too serious. If you parent differently than I do, I don't care. We all are given these wonderful, beautiful, amazing children, and we are doing our best. So let's just put it out there like that. This is a no judgment. Whatever you parent, how you want to parent, this is just how I tend to do things. All right, let's get into it. I have 5 of them. Okay, my first one is sharing. Kids should not have to share with other children in public spaces. And I would go so far as to even say, even in your own home, like if you're having a play date and you invite somebody over to come play, yes, your kids, I do believe they should be sharing their toys. But my kids would have certain little things, and especially if it depended on like what kid was coming over. If we knew it was a kid that played more roughly with toys, they would be like, I don't want them playing with that. So we would take those and set them aside. But if you're in public and you go to the park and your kids bring toys with them to play with, and some other little kid is like, hey, can I come and play? I want to play with your toy. Let me have a turn. You should share. No, you should not. If your kid wants to and your kid's fine with that, great, whatever. That's perfectly fine. But your kid should not be kids should not be required or pushed to share things with other kids in public. They just shouldn't. Think about it logically. Like, if you are in public as an adult and some other adult comes up to you, let's say a woman really likes your lipstick and she's like, I really like that lipstick. Let me borrow it. You should share. You're supposed to share. That's what you're supposed to do. That is insane, right? Like, you would never do that. You wouldn't be like, oh, let me borrow your purse. That's really cute. I really want to try that out. Or let me drive your car. No, that's insane. It's crazy. Like, that's not real world. Sharing is not real world stuff. Like, should we help other people out? That kind of thing. Yes, of course. But under the basis of, you have this thing that is yours. I want it too. It's not real world. It's not. Other kids are not entitled to your kids' things when you're out in public. They're just not. And if a parent gets mad about that, then it's kind of like one of those things, like if a parent came up to me and was like, hey, your kid's not sharing, and I'll be like, okay, that's fine. You can teach your kid how to understand what no means, and that everybody doesn't have to share, and that they're not entitled to other people's things. So that's hot take number 1. Number 2, and this is one that a lot of people disagree with me on. Just because someone is an adult does not mean that they automatically get respected by kids. Like, if you are an adult and you are completely disrespecting my child, how are you going to expect them to respect you just because they're an adult? Respect is earned. It is not just automatic because you're older. Plain and simple. And that's all for that one. But that is my number 2. 3 is another like adult child thing. Just because you're an adult does not mean that you are right. Kids can be right. Adults can be right. And just because you're an adult doesn't mean that my kid has to follow everything that you say or whatever. My kids are allowed to question adults. Now, the big one for this is respectfully. Never have I taught my kids, oh, well, you don't have to believe what this person's saying. You don't have to agree with them. You can just full on question them and be rude about it. Absolutely not. You are absolutely allowed to question adults as long as you do so respectfully and in a kind way. Because you don't ever want to mistreat somebody just because you don't agree with them. That's take number 3. Are you guys agreeing with these so far, or do you think, yeah, you're crazy, and I definitely do not agree? Let me know down below. Number 4, I believe that kids should contribute to a household because they live there too. I am your mom. It is my job to feed you, to keep you safe, to clothe you, to make sure you have everything that you need, and to help teach you how to do everything that you need to do in life. My job is not being your maid and doing everything for you. Again, it is for me to teach you how to do things. So kids should contribute to the household just because they're kids. My kids, and they still do it even as teenagers, they'll be like, well, that's not mine, so I shouldn't have to pick it up. No, we are all a family. We all work together. We should all want to help each other out. And if you see a mess that somebody left, yes, most of the time I'll be like, hey, you left this mess, come clean it up. But sometimes if we're all just trying to do other things and we're busy, if you see something, just pick it up because you care for the family as a whole and you want to help us have a nice, clean living environment. And because you live here, you can contribute and clean up after yourself. And last but not least, number 5, this hot take is, I don't know if I'd necessarily say it's a hot take, but it's more like just a life skill. But I believe that all kids should learn how to cook from a very young age. It's a skill that everybody needs. It's a skill that so many adults even still struggle with. And they're like, oh my gosh, I wish I learned how to cook when I was a kid. I have no clue what I'm doing. No clue how to do any of this. I started teaching all of my kids how to cook from the time they were like 4, pretty much. I mean, they could make toast. They learned how to use a waffle maker at around 4 or 5. After that, they learned how to make eggs. And now they could, if I need them to, I can say, hey, you want to cook dinner? And they absolutely can. 90% of the time, I'm the one who cooks dinner. Sometimes my husband does too. But they often, my oldest especially, he loves to cook. And so sometimes he'll be like, hey, can I plan the entire dinner, do everything, whatever? And I'm like, absolutely. If I get a night off of cooking, absolutely. But I think that is one extremely important skill that is often looked like put to the side and not really taught. I know a lot of people do, but I know some people, like, I guess there's like a fear thing there too, because you're dealing with a hot oven, you're dealing with knives and all that stuff. But I think is an extremely important skill, and for them to learn the safety of being around the stove or using these different tools in the kitchen. I just think it's an important skill. So I don't know if that's necessarily a hot take, more so than, hey, like, kids need these life skills. But those are my 5 hot takes. Let me know if you agree. If you don't, that is fine. But comment below. Tell me some of your hot takes that you guys have as far as parenting goes. And if you haven't yet, please subscribe and give this video a thumbs up. I would greatly appreciate it. And you guys, let me tell you, I have to take a picture of this tripod and share it later, because I don't know if it's just user error. I thrifted the tripod that you guys are on right now, and it is horrible. I literally, maybe that's why they got rid of it, but I have it. It's supposed to be really tall and it like folds into itself. I'm having to put a chair behind it to keep it pushed up so that you guys aren't falling over. Anyways, so I hope you guys appreciate the effort, but I will see you guys in a video tomorrow.